In the world of hacking, few names are as infamous as Kevin Mitnick. He wasn't just another hacker, he was the hacker. A mastermind who outwitted the world's most advanced security systems and turned the art of deception into a science. But who was Kevin Mitnick really? How did he go from a teenager obsessed with magic tricks to the most wanted hacker in the world? And finally, to a respected cybersecurity expert. Kevin Mitnick didn't just hack into systems, he hacked into minds. His story is not just about breaking codes, but about breaking the very fabric of trust that holds our digital world together. Kevin David Mitnick was born on August 6, 1963 in Van Nuys, California. His early life was far from extraordinary. Raised by a single mother, Kevin was a lonely child who often felt like an outsider. But it was this isolation that drove him to explore the hidden corners of the world, first in his own mind, and then through the burgeoning world of technology. At the age of 12, Kevin discovered his first hack. He found a way to ride the bus for free by manipulating a punch card system. It was a small victory, but it ignited a fire within him. The thrill of outsmarting the system was intoxicating, and it set the stage for what was to come. But Kevin's true passion wasn't just in the technology, it was in the art of manipulation. Inspired by a magician who lived next door, Kevin realized that the human mind was the most vulnerable system of all. People, he discovered, could be manipulated just as easily as machines. This fascination with deception led Kevin into the world of social engineering, the psychological manipulation of people into performing actions or divulging confidential information. In the hands of a skilled practitioner like Kevin, social engineering was a weapon far more powerful than any code or virus. By the time Kevin reached high school, he had already become a master of manipulation. But it was during his teenage years that he discovered the world of phone phreaking, a precursor to modern hacking that involved manipulating telephone systems. Using modified radio equipment, Kevin could make free long-distance calls, disrupt phone lines, and even impersonate operators. For Kevin, this was just another magic trick, a way to bend reality to his will. But Kevin's antics were not without consequences. In 1979, at the age of 16, he was caught hacking into the computer systems of Digital Equipment Corporation, a major tech company at the time. This was no small feat. Kevin had successfully breached one of the most secure systems in the world, all for the thrill of it. But his actions landed him in juvenile detention, marking the beginning of a long and complicated relationship with the law. Despite his brush with the law, Kevin's obsession with hacking only grew. Over the next decade, he became a phantom in the digital world, slipping in and out of systems unnoticed. He hacked into the networks of some of the largest tech companies on the planet, IBM, Nokia, Motorola, and each time he left without a trace. But Kevin's greatest weapon wasn't his technical skill. It was his deep understanding of human behavior. He knew that the weakest link in any security system was always the people who operated it. By exploiting this weakness, Kevin was able to manipulate his way into the most secure environments. In one famous incident, Kevin walked into a building he was targeting, pretending to be a delivery man. He used this ruse to observe the staff IDs, then used Photoshop to create his own. With this fake ID, he followed an employee back from a smoke break and walked right into the heart of the company's secure network. For Kevin, hacking was never about money. Despite having access to millions of credit card numbers, he never used them. The thrill, for Kevin, lay in the act itself, in knowing that he could outsmart the system and gain access to secrets that were meant to be hidden. But Kevin's actions did not go unnoticed. By the early 1990s, he was on the FBI's most wanted list, pursued by law enforcement agencies across the globe. Yet he remained elusive, always one step ahead. He changed identities, manipulated phone systems to avoid being traced, and even hacked into the FBI's own systems to monitor their progress. It was during this time that Kevin encountered another formidable opponent, Tsutomu Shimomura, a cybersecurity expert who became obsessed with catching Kevin after he hacked into Shimomura's personal computer. The chase between Kevin and Shimomura became legendary, a cat-and-mouse game that played out across the digital landscape. But even the most skilled hackers can't stay hidden forever. On February 15, 1995, after years of evading capture, Kevin was finally arrested in Raleigh, North Carolina. His arrest marked the end of an era, the end of the golden age of hacking and the beginning of a new chapter in Kevin's life. Kevin was sentenced to 5 years in prison for his crimes, including wire fraud and computer fraud. But even in prison, Kevin remained a figure of intrigue. His case became a rallying point for the hacking community, with the Free Kevin movement gaining momentum around the world. Kevin's time in prison was a period of reflection, a time to reassess his life and his actions. And when he was finally released in 2000, Kevin emerged as a changed man. No longer the rebellious hacker, he had transformed into a respected cybersecurity expert, using his skills to help companies protect themselves from the very threats he once embodied. After his release, Kevin founded Mitnick Security Consulting, offering his expertise to companies around the world. He became a sought-after speaker, author, and consultant, sharing his insights into the vulnerabilities of the digital world. Kevin's story is one of redemption, a journey from the dark world of hacking to the light of cybersecurity. But it is also a cautionary tale, a reminder of the power that comes with knowledge and the responsibility that comes with that power. Kevin's legacy is complex. He was a criminal, yes, but he was also a pioneer, a man who pushed the boundaries of what was possible and in doing so, forced the world to confront the vulnerabilities in its most trusted systems. Kevin Mitnick passed away on July 16, 2023, at the age of 59. But his story lives on, a testament to the thin line between genius and criminality, between the pursuit of knowledge and the abuse of power. As we continue to navigate the complexities of our digital world, Kevin Mitnick's story remains as relevant as ever. It challenges us to question the systems we rely on, to be vigilant about the security of our information, and to remember that the greatest threat often comes not from machines, but from the people who control them. If you found this story as fascinating as we did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Stay tuned for more stories from the dark corners of the digital world.